Today I would like to speak with you on somatic awareness. The word somatic comes from the Greek word soma, meaning body. Somatic awareness is just being aware of your body, what it holds, the stories it tells, and allowing it to help inform you. When our nervous systems are dysregulated or in a traumatic state, such as we have been as a collective over these past 2 years, when we are in a state of stress and anxiety, of overload, a separation happens, a split between our minds, our conscious awareness, and our bodies. So coming back into our bodies in a safe and healthy environment creates a state of mindful awareness. This type of presence, which is an inner state of presence, helps ground us when things around us are seemingly falling apart. And so cultivating this type of presence allows us to come home to ourselves in different and more meaningful ways. So today I will be leading you through a meditative and centering practice of body mindfulness, of somatic awareness, that I have taken and learned from Dr. Richard Strozzi Heckler, an embodiment coach, teacher, and author. If at any time during this video, during this process, you feel unsafe or uncomfortable, I invite you to step away, to turn off the video, get up, move around, get yourself a drink of water. Whatever you need to do to feel safe and comfortable again. If a person is living with trauma, then bodily awareness or this somatic practice that we are about to do, sometimes it can cause anxiety or can even traumatize a person further if it's not done in a safe place and with someone trained to work with that. And so let's begin. I want to read a poem, just a snippet of a poem, by Jane Hooper, entitled Please Come Home. So this is just one verse from her poem. Please come home. Please come home into your own body, your own vessel, your own earth. Please come home into each and every cell and fully into the space that surrounds you. So I invite you to begin by coming into our vertical line. We are the only animal that can sustain this line over time. Along the vertical line, let's align our head and shoulders. Our head is not forward of our shoulders. So if you push back on your chin, give yourself a double chin, then that opens up the spine behind your neck. And that aligns our head and our shoulders. And then our shoulders are over our hips. And be aware of that. And allow your weight to sink down into your sits bones. And again, allow this weight to transfer down into your legs and into your feet, into the soles of your feet, so that you can feel and are aware of the ground beneath you, supporting your entire being. In this straightening of our spine, we are straightening and we are also settling. And in this settling, I invite you to relax your eyes. If comfortable, you may want to close them for the remainder of this practice. So let's come behind our eyes and relax the muscles there. If your eyes are open, such a relaxing will allow your peripheral vision to open. This is one of the steps of moving into a wider space of awareness, a wider state of consciousness that is able to hold all the ups and downs in our life without us reacting to them. And then let's move to the muscles of the jaw and chin, allowing our jaw to drop slightly so that there's a small space between the upper and lower teeth. Your jaw is not hanging, but It's just relaxed. And let us take a deep breath, raising your shoulders up to your ears on the inhale, and then just allow them to drop on the exhale. Our bodily system is designed so that the muscular system can relax over the skeleton. And so I invite you to sense that, to sense into that, to see if you can imagine your muscles resting over your bones. And you are supported in this. Our system is designed that our breath is low in the abdomen, so that when you take a breath in, your abdomen will slightly go out. And when you exhale, it will slightly go in. Now drop your attention down to your pelvis, sinking into and relaxing all muscles, any tightness in this area. If you're not sure if you are fully relaxed, I invite you to tighten your muscles, including your sphincter muscles, and then release. As we move further down our legs, we come into the awareness again that our muscular system rests on our skeletal system. So we recognize that our large, strong muscles in our thighs can rest on our thigh bone, the femur. And the same as we continue going down our lower legs. At this point, we can say of this vertical line, this line of dignity, this human line, that we are a bridge between heaven and earth. Our feet are planted on the earth, and we also have a moral and spiritual vision. Now let's start in our feet to go into our width dimension. So we have a length, a width, and a depth dimension. Your feet are on the ground. You feel balanced. Now, anytime you need to wiggle a part of your body to feel it, please do so. And so again, your feet are balanced. You feel the balance between your knees. If you're sitting, feel into your sits bones and the width and balance of the right and left sits bone. And come up to the rib cage. While breathing low in your abdomen, you can also feel your rib cage move out slightly. Sometimes it's difficult to feel the subtlety of this, but we want to move towards that, towards a relaxing and open state in the body, so that we can feel the life moving through us, informing us. And so shoulders are balanced and the head is straight. So also in width, we extend out from that line and see if you can sense or feel your clothes on your shoulders, on your torso, on your legs. And just notice that. If you happen to have a four-legged friend in the room with you, a cat or a dog, or if you have another pet, a fish or a bird, maybe a snake, extend your awareness out so that you start to feel their life's energy as well. If there are others around you, extend your sense of attention out to surround and embrace them. So I have a tree outside my window, and I am letting my senses go out to extend out to this other life form. Energy follows attention. And I am feeling this tree as a living being as well. The table that I'm at also came from a tree. Sensing the flowers in my garden. So I invite you to sense what is around you right now. Bring all of them into your circle of awareness. And let's extend further out to include your loved ones, those that you care about, your friends, your family. Their images or names might appear in your mind, but we really want to stay away from thinking about them and mostly just feel them, sense them, wherever they're at. So this is our width, our ability for contact and to be porous to others, or even setting up boundaries if we need to. Now let's go into our depth. We will start in the back body because so much of life is in front of us. So many of our machines that we work with, our phones, our computers. So let's sense into the back of our body. Can you feel the long muscles next to your spine? The spaces between your spine. If you can't feel or sense any of that, then just imagine, like an embodied imagination. Feel any tension in the back of your shoulders, the space between your shoulder blades, your neck. Bring your attention back to your sacrum, to the backs of your legs. I want you to imagine for a moment, if you can, that you have a large dinosaur tail, like a T-Rex, and that you're able to rest back into that. It is helping to hold you up, to bring you balance. And so you are resting back and down, settling into yourself, into your history and your teachers, all those who have brought you to this moment. And then from there, move forward to the cavity of your torso and come to the front of your body, your belly center, your heart center. And let yourself extend out once again towards your loved ones, those you care about. And this is a form of prayer. Remember, energy follows attention. Depth is also, in our somatic distinctions, a place where we as conscious beings can say, what now wants to come into being, into form? How now do we want to be? What hasn't had shape or form in my life, but now is longing for that oxygen that wants to come into being? Is it long withheld joy? Is it long withheld rage or indignity? We have three major centers in our body. the brain center, the heart center, and the belly center. And so I invite you to come to your belly center. Take your thumb and place it in your belly button. And then just rest your palm just below that. Feel that sensation of your hand against your abdomen. Or feel into your abdomen against your hand. This is our center of gravity. Other cultures, they call this Hara, the source of life, the womb space, even the spirit gate. And you can drop your hand away. After doing this, tuning in and listening from this deeper sense of self, I want you to think to yourself, what do I need today? What am I longing for? What is wanting to be birthed into the world through me? After doing this practice, what mood has been generated within you? How are you feeling right now? If it generated what you might call a negative response, such as I am fully able to feel the pain in my back, or my leg is going numb, or I discovered how much I am worrying about my job, about my family, or my health. Take that as an affirmative. This has been brought up into your awareness, and now you can work with this information. You have invited these thoughts and emotions from within your body into your conscious mind so that they can be worked with and cleared. If your eyes are still closed, I invite you now to open them and acclimate yourself to what's around you. Just be aware. Practicing somatic therapy such as this one can lead to a shift in how we perceive ourselves and how we perceive others and the earth, how we perceive the world. We have been created in such a way that our bodies tell our stories. They hold memory, both the joys and the sorrows. And so tuning in through mindfulness, through contemplation, through intention, we become better aware of our own state of being. We heal wounds, and we respond from a deeper sense of peace, security, and understanding. We have been God-breathed into existence, the Word becoming flesh, Jesus breathing spirit into his disciples. We are enfleshed divinity, and our senses are a gift. To touch, to taste, to smell, to hear, to see all that is around us. Jesus would often go off by himself for prayer, for contemplation, to sit in the presence of the one he knew loved and upheld him. We also can learn and live from his way of embodied being and response to the world around him. And this is hope. To tune into the presence of spirit within and around us, upholding us, embracing us, to know the power that we have, that we hold through that same spirit. No matter what's happening in your life or where you are at, you are capable of dropping down out of your mind space, out of your head space, and tapping into that beautiful wisdom of your body. Whether it's through a longer practice like we just experienced, or just by being intentional throughout your day with smaller practices, taking time to pause, feeling your connection with the earth, taking slow, deep breaths, offering yourself grace and compassion, taking a nap. The felt sense brings us back into the present moment, and learning how to resource ourselves to find safety, comfort, nourishment, to integrate our bodies, our minds, and our emotions is crucial to being a fully alive human. Worry, stress, anxiety, trauma, those take us out of the present moment. Franciscan sister Ilia Delio says, "There is no God other than the God of the eternal now." There is no God other than the God of the eternal now. When we can sink our taproots down deep into that source and way of knowing, bringing all of ourselves into balance, into integration as a whole, to become the body of Christ, a fully integrated collective body that understands moments of separation and pain, they don't last forever. And that our deepest part of being, of love and wholeness, of unity, that can never be destroyed. That knowing gives me hope and courage to face another day. And I hope it does for you as well. And so there are many classes, books, webinars you can take part in on somatic awareness that talk about this process. But I want to share 3 of my favorite books with you that I give us a broad spectrum look into mindfulness, of being aware of our bodies. And so those are the top 3 that I would suggest are The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk, Waking the Tiger, Healing Trauma by Peter Levine, and My Grandmother's Hands by Resmaa Menakem. And so to close today, I would like to read the full poem of Please Come Home that I started this process with. And this is written by Jane Hooper, who died last year after a 3-year battle with brain cancer at the age of 50. And if you want to close your eyes and immerse yourself into her words, I invite that. So please come home. Please come home. Please come home. Find the place where your feet know where to walk and follow your own trail home. Please come home. Please come home into your own body, your own vessel, your own earth. Please come home into each and every cell and fully into the space that surrounds you. Please come home. Please come home to trusting yourself and your instincts and your ways and your knowings, and even the particular quirks of your personality. Please come home. Please come home, and when you are firmly there, please stay a while and come to a deep rest within. Please treasure your home. Please love and embrace your home. Please get a deep, deep sense of what it's like to be truly home. Please come home. Please come home. And when you're really, really ready, and there's a detectable urge on the out-breath, then please come out. Please come home and please come forward. Please express who you are to us. And please trust us to see you, to hear you, and touch you, and recognize you as best we can. Please come home. Please come home and let us know all the nooks and crannies that are calling to be seen. Please come home and let us know the more that is there, that wants to come out. Please come home. Please come home, for you belong here now. You belong among us. Please inhabit your place fully so we can learn from you, from your voice and your ways and your presence. Please come home. Please come home. And when you feel yourself home, please welcome us too. For we too forget that we belong and are welcome, and that we are called to express fully who we are. Please come home. Please come home. You and you and you and me. Please come home. Please come home. Thank you, Earth, for welcoming us. And thank you, touch of eyes and ears and skin, touch of love, for welcoming us. May we wake up and remember who we truly are. Please come home. Please come home. Please come home. And may it be so. Amen.